Fremont is small-town Ohio, complete with a main street and storefronts like Cocoa Beans Candy, where the hand-dipped Buckeyes are best.
We have a wonderful downtown. We moved here about 10 years ago.
Donna McNeamer owns the local candy shop in this town of about 17,000 people, an hour west of Cleveland.
This is a great small town. You know, they have really good people, they have a lot of great activities.
But Fremont and its smaller neighbors to the east, Clyde and Green Springs, Ohio, are all in a bullseye, the middle of a cancer cluster, according to the state, where children are getting sick at an alarming rate.
It's very sad. You know, I run a ministry at our church that's children. I mean, that's what you know, the age group, and it just really makes me concerned that, you know, that maybe there's something out there, and I just wish that maybe we would find what it is and take care of it before our children are sick.
We've had to stand by while kids have passed away, and that's one of the hardest things as a parent and a grandparent I've had to deal with. It's been very, very hard for us to not be able to give these folks the answers that they need.
As the director of the county health department, David Pollock is investigating the cases. In all, at least 35 children in these eastern Sandusky County communities have been diagnosed with cancer since 1996, which is almost 6 times the normal rate. 4 children have died.
They've done exhaustive water testing. We've tested wells. We've done radiation testing. Nothing has really led us to any positive conclusions, plus the cancers are different.
Beginning in 2007, the state of Ohio initiated an investigation that focused on everything from a nearby nuclear power plant to factories in town to the soil in the ground. But so far, nothing. There's no definitive reason the adult cancer rate remains normal for the region, while children are diagnosed with deadly diseases.
This is home, but if home is doing something to our kids, I'd be gone tomorrow if we could nail something down. But I mean, it seems like something's wrong here, but is there? Dave Heisey has 3 kids, and 2 have already been in the fight of their life. Part of the hard thing to connect it all is a common link that draws them all together with a common link of how the kids could have ingested something or been exposed to air or water. It just makes it really difficult. Difficult for everyone, but especially for 12-year-old Tanner Heisey. He's living with leukemia and feels sick, sad, and scared.
There's a lot of those moments. Do you guys need anything else?
Sharon Drown knows all about Clyde because she works the counter at a local coffee shop. And she grew up here.
Great small town atmosphere, everybody's friendly.
It's a quiet community of about 6,000 people an hour west of Cleveland. But behind the small town charm is a lingering fear, a fear of the unknown.
Your child grows up, your child gets a cold, a headache, you panic because you think the worst automatically here in Clyde.
Clyde, Green Springs, and Fremont are communities in eastern Sandusky County. According to the health department, they're part of a cancer cluster where children are getting sick, including 12-year-old Tanner Heisey. He was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia in 2008.
They say it's spreading of bad cells in your body.
Tanner is one of 35 kids who've been diagnosed with cancer here since 1996. His older sister, Tyler, is another one. She has already fought a battle with acute myeloid leukemia, and she's only 17.
I've been helping him, because I went through it, so I know what's ahead. And
I think it's crazy because there's tons of kids here, and they all have bad stuff, and some of them are dying, some of them are in the hospital a lot. I just want them to find out what it is so they could, I don't know, fix everything.
Of the 35 kids diagnosed, 4 children have died. The cancer rate in this cluster is almost 6 times the normal rate for children, but the adult cancer rate holds steady.
And to watch these parents try to cope with it.
David Pollock from the Sandusky County Health Department says the state has tested and retested everything.
There isn't a day goes by that I don't think about this and wish there was some way we could give more comfort to the parents and families of these children.
Now, there was one interesting finding here in Clyde. According to the state, after they ran several air quality tests here in this part of Northwest Ohio, they actually determined that the air quality here is cleaner than many other parts of the state.
Once every 3 months, he goes and gets chemo through his spine.
Dave Heisey is Tyler, Tanner, and 9-year-old Sierra's dad. Sierra's the only one of the 3 kids who hasn't had cancer, but she worries about it.
Because since both of them got cancer, it kind of nervous me when I get sick or don't feel good.
When Tanner or Tyler coughs or Sierra coughs now, we're worried, is it back or is Sierra getting it? I mean, it's very stressful.
Tanner takes chemotherapy medication daily and will undergo more intense treatments every month for the next year. It keeps him at home, away from his 7th grade classroom and his friends.
It's boring, it's depressing, and there's just nothing to do. And I try to work on homework a lot, but it just makes me feel sick and feel nauseous most of the time, so it's hard to get a lot of it done.
No one can pinpoint the problem, and the data over several years shows it's not a coincidence. Something did this. But if it was in the air, the water, or somewhere else, it's long gone.
I don't know. I don't know what made me sick, but I just want them to find out.
Cancer doesn't care who you are, how old you are. You might beat it once and you might have to fight it again. It's just vicious.